Saw you standing in the neon glare. The electricity was hanging in the air. One look was all it took to break the code and start the fire on the lonely road. The synthesizer plays a dangerous line while your fingers softly intertwine with mine. Is a circuit buzzing and bright, but we're the only thing that's glowing tonight. The voltage is rising, the signal is strong. I've been waiting for this frequency so long. A sudden spark in the digital dark, leaving a beautiful permanent mark. I feel your electric heartbeat, skin on skin. Let the beautiful revolution begin. Electric heartbeat, a steady flow, guiding us where the neon rivers go. No more static and no more gray. We're burning the shadows of the day away. We're racing through the grid in a metal machine, the most incredible movie I've ever seen. The dashboard lights are glowing pink and blue, reflecting all the magic inside of you. Don't look at the map, don't follow the signs. We're crossing the borders and crossing the lines. A vintage momentum, heavy and sweet, making the victory absolutely complete. Push the button, turn the heavy key, release the magic in the digital sea. A telepathic wire, a perfect design, the absolute power of your heart and mind. I feel your electric heartbeat, skin on skin. Let the beautiful revolution begin. Electric heartbeat, a steady flow, guiding us where the neon rivers go. No more static and no more gray. We're burning the shadows of the day You're the only gold inside. I used to dream in a digital blur, forgetting who I actually were. But you're the anchor, you're the steady ground, the sweetest music that I've ever found. We're cruising slow in a vintage frame. I'll never be the person I was, never be the same. With every mile and every breath we take, I'm waking from a sleep for your sake. So true, a life that started when I met you. You changed my life, you made it real, teaching me exactly how to feel. You changed my life, a soft design. I'm so lucky that you're finally mine. In this neon world of black and white, you're the only gold inside. In the dashboard drawer from 1980, maybe 84. I pushed the play button and closed my eyes. Underneath the heavy purple skies, the music transported me back in time to a perfectly innocent, simple rhyme. Before the distance and the heavy words, before the saddest silence I've ever heard. Tape is stretching and the sound is thin. I can't remember where the tears begin. A beautiful illusion in the haze, lost inside the vintage golden days. I remember when it was easy, soft and bright. We were just two kids in the neon light. When it was easy, natural flow, with absolutely nowhere else to go. No complicated puzzles, no heavy price, just a simple slice of paradise. We used to talk for hours on the telephone line, that the universe was totally fine. A shared umbrella in the sudden rain, without a single trace of hidden pain. Now every conversation is a careful game. We're just two shadows sharing the same name. The analog clock is ticking so slow, watching the beautiful colors go. resting deeply on the silent hill. But inside my chest there's a quiet hum, beating softly like a distant drum. I look at you sleeping in the passenger seat, a beautiful picture, calm and complete. The dashboard glows in a neon green, the sweetest movie that was ever seen. I don't have to speak to communicate, it's perfectly balanced in Matlock state. A shift in the air, a drop in the sound, I'm floating inches above the ground. You put this heavy heart in motion tonight, guided by the soft and celestial light. Heart in motion, a steady flow, wherever the rivers of the universe go. I was a statue made of solid stone, until you pulled me from the great unknown. The miles are rolling underneath the wheel, I'm finally learning how it's supposed to feel to trust the journey without any map, with my hand resting gently on your lap. We're passing the ghosts of the yesterday, washing the cynical logic away. The engine is singing a lullaby track, and I know that we are never going back. No abrupt stops, no sudden turns, just a steady, quiet fire that burns. A vintage momentum, incredibly sweet, making the victory beautifully complete. You put this heavy heart in motion tonight, guided by the soft and celestial light. Heart in motion, a steady flow, wherever the rivers of the universe go. I was a statue made of solid stone, until you pulled me from the great unknown. In motion, just you and me. The suitcases are packed beside the bedroom door. I guess we don't live in this dream anymore. The skyline is waiting, the engine is cold. The stories of us have all been told. I won't beg you to stay, I won't stand in your way. used to grip the steering wheel so tight, navigating blindly through the velvet night. I tried to map the future and control the tide, with nowhere left for my spirit to hide. I was exhausted from the heavy, constant race, trying to secure a comfortable place. But you showed me the beauty of the open sea and unlocked the heavy chains from me. We don't need a compass or a heavy sail, we don't need a file or complicated trail. Just drop the anchor and surrender the fight, bathed in the warm and forgiving light. I'm just gonna ride away with you tonight, underneath the pastel and the neon light. Ride the way wherever it may go, where the gentle rivers of the universe flow. I drop the logic and I drop the plan, I'm just a floating in a happy man. The saxophone whispers a relaxing tune under the watch of a silver vintage moon. I lean my head against your shoulder now, making a silent and eternal vow. Oh, the physical world is a distant muted hum, we're marching to a singular quiet drum, a telepathic wire connecting us to I'm completely surrendered, floating with you.
for the magic to finally come. I see the question in your steady gaze, lost inside this ultraviolet haze. Don't keep the secret locked inside your soul. Give me the rhythm, give me control. The air is thin, the tension is high. Underneath the velvet purple sky, just one sentence to break the spell. More than any look waiting for the fire to become a flame. I don't need the gold or the hollow fame. I just want to hear you speak my name. The analog pulse is beating so fast in a beautiful dream that is built to last. fair where the friends have all gone home, leaving you completely and entirely alone. The party lights are dead, the music fades away. You're staring at the coming of the heavy, lonely grave. You've given all your gold to people made of rust, and watched your beautiful illusions crumble into dust. But I'm standing in the doorway, stepping in the light, ready to defend you in the middle of the night. I'm not a passing shadow, I'm not a fleeting trend. I'm stepping up to be your ultimate vintage friend. The gravity is shifting, the frequency is clear, washing away every single quiet fear. I'll be the one to catch you when you fall. I'll be the one who answers every call. I'll be the one when the rest have walked away, turning your midnight back into the day. A steady, quiet beacon in the indigo blue. I am dedicating my analog heart to you. We'll build a brand new city from the broken, shattered glass, watching the cynical modern hours pass. The synthesizer hums a steady, healing chord, a quiet devotion and a beautiful reward. I don't need a medal or a cinematic scene, just the peaceful magic of the space in between. You're safe inside the perimeter we drew, a universe created exclusively for two. escaping from the gravity of night. Your voice is just a whisper in the wind, a beautiful place where the dreams begin. No more boundaries and no more walls, listening to the way the evening calls. The air is thin, the frequency is clear, washing away every trace of fear. A telepathic wire connecting us to a highway of stars leading straight to you. In my midnight reverie, I find my peace. The heavy shadows of the day all cease. Midnight reverie, a quiet flow, where the gentle rivers of the spirit go. Wrapped in the amber of a vintage dream, floating so softly down a silver stream. The moon is hanging like a silver coin, a place where the past and the future join. I trace the constellations in your quiet gaze, lost inside a beautiful eternal haze. We don't need the logic or the modern rules, we're just a pair of magnificent fools, basking in the glow of the celestial sea, the absolute essence of you and me. Hold the moment, don't let it fade. Inside the sanctuary that we made, a vintage promise, silent and deep, a beautiful secret that we're gonna keep. In my midnight reverie, I find my peace. The heavy shadows of the day all cease. Midnight reverie, a quiet flow, where the gentle rivers of the spirit go. Wrapped in the amber of a vintage dream, floating so softly down a silver stream. Midnight reverie. Midnight We stepped out the glass doors into the evening breeze, high above the traffic and the concrete trees. The balcony railing is cool against my hand. We're looking over the absolute kings of the land. The lights are flickering in a rhythmic bright row, like a giant equalizer putting on a show. I hand you a glass and the crystal gently clinks, while the heavy cynical modern world pages from the cynical book. We're swaying together in the purple and blue, a beautiful universe exclusively for two. The sirens below are just a distant slow hum. We're marching perfectly to a silent drum, a vintage escape in a digital age, writing a perfectly beautiful page. Let the millions of people rush on the street. We are enjoying this beautiful retreat, a masterpiece painted in black and gold, a beautiful story that never gets old. This is our Skyline Serenade tonight, bathed in the neon and the yellow light. A Skyline Serenade, playing so loud, dancing alone on a beautiful cloud. We're the absolute rulers of the urban scene, the most incredible movie that I've ever seen. Skyline Serenade, Skyline Serenade, Skyline Serenade, under the sky. I looked in the mirror at the passing years, through all the laughter and the quiet tears. I wandered the earth like a digital ghost, searching for the thing that mattered the most. I tasted the fleeting artificial highs underneath a million different skies. But every highway and every single street was just a path to lead me to your feet. The compass is resting, the journey is done. I'm staring directly at my rising sun. The static is gone, the frequency's clear. My final destination is sitting right here. I wanna spend all my life with you, floating forever in the velvet blue. All my life through the neon and the gray. I promise I will never walk away. No more searching, no more empty space. I found my heaven in your quiet face. The synthesizer plays a celestial hum. We're marching to a steady, quiet drum. I see the future written in your eyes, a million beautiful and sweet replies. We'll watch the empires rise and slowly fall, protected safely by our analog wall. A vintage romance, timeless and deep, a beautiful promise I'm going to keep. are tangled in mine. I wanna spend all my life with you, floating forever in the velvet blue. All my life through the neon and the gray. I promise I will never walk away. No more searching, no more empty space. I found my heaven in your quiet face. All my life, all my
They write about the lightning and the spark, the sudden explosions in the dark, the cinematic moments in the rain, the passionate pleasure and the pain. But sitting here with you on a Sunday night, bathed in the glow of the amber light, I realize the movies got it wrong. Love is a quiet and steady song. The fireworks fade and the ashes fall, but we have a fortress with a solid wall. The initial rush is a temporary phase. I'm falling in love with the quiet days. It's the way love stays when the magic is still, when the winter wind blows over the hill. The way love stays, a comfortable chair, a gentle hand running through my hair. No need for the drama or the neon blaze. I'm totally captivated by the way love stays. We don't need to post it for the world to see, just a private frequency for you and me. You know how I take my coffee in the morning. You know exactly when my spirit's torn. It's the silent language we communicate, a beautifully, perfectly balanced state. The analog tape is rolling nice and slow, with absolutely nowhere else to go. Let the young lovers chase the heavy thrill. We have a river that is deep and still, a vintage commitment that never decays, the beautiful truth of the way love stays. When the magic is still, when the wind Found the old jacket in the back of the space. It still holds the shape of the vintage embrace. I pulled out the mixtape we made in July, underneath the heavy tangerine sky. I popped the top on a cold silver can and tried to remember the boy and the man. We were completely invincible, foolish and free, a beautiful ghost of exactly who we used to be. The physical mirror tells a heavy truth, but the magnetic tape pours the fountain of youth. I close my eyes and I turn up the dial and find myself wearing that innocent smile. We are living in '86 forever tonight, bathed in the warm and the golden light. '86 forever, where the magic was made, resting securely inside the shade. Let the calendar turn and the decades fade. We'll never lose the sanctuary we made. The synthesizer hums a happy upbeat track, and I know there is absolutely no going back. But the memory is vivid and the colors are bright, illuminating the shadows of the modern night. We rode our bikes to the edge of the town, watching the beautiful sun going down. A vintage innocence, flawless and deep, a beautiful promise I am going to keep. Let the concrete cities build their heavy towers high. I'll keep the golden hours in my painted sky. A masterpiece running on a youthful breeze, bringing my cynical logic to its knees. We are living in '86 forever tonight, bathed in the warm and the golden light. '86 forever, where the magic was made, resting securely inside the shade. Let the calendar turn and the decades fade. We'll never lose the sanctuary we made. '86 forever, take me back there. '86 forever, in the warm summer I used to keep a secret, locked away room, hidden inside of the digital gloom. I gave out fragments, I gave out parts, protecting the core of my analog heart. I was afraid of the sudden sharp break, so I never gave more than I wanted to take. But standing right here in the fading light, I'm dropping the heavy defenses tonight. I'm tearing the blueprints, I'm breaking the wall. I'm perfectly ready to surrender it all. No more fractions and no more divide, with nothing left for me to safely hide. I'm giving you all my heart, nothing steady train on a beautiful track. All my heart, every shadow and gleam, the absolute center of my vintage dream. Take it and hold it, gentle and slow. It's the only direction I wanna go. We've navigated the cynical modern maze and found a beautiful clearing in the haze. You saw the flaws and you didn't run. You stayed right here in the setting sun. I don't need a backup or a safety net. This is the safest bet I've ever met. A comfortable silence, a safe retreat, making the victory beautifully complete. No more pretending, no more heavy lines, no more reading the artificial signs. Just a steady pulse and a quiet breath, a love that will last till the very death. I'm giving you all my heart, nothing held back. A steady train on a beautiful track. All my heart, every shadow and gleam, the absolute center of my vintage dream. Take it and hold it, gentle and slow. It's the only direction I wanna go. All my heart, I give to you. All my heart, honest and true. I'm looking through a box of faded gold, a million beautiful stories getting old. The Polaroids are curling at the seams, a paper monument to our vintage dreams. I see us laughing by the ocean wave before we had to be so incredibly brave. We didn't know the world was heavy and cold. We thought the summer would never get old. The physical clock is ticking much too fast, leaving us stranded in the analog past. If I had a magic button to press tonight, I'd reverse the shadows and reverse the light. I wanna rewind to the happiest times, when the universe played in perfect rhymes. Rewind to the happiest times, soft and clear, before we knew the spelling of the word fear. I'd freeze the frame and stay inside the glow, with absolutely nowhere else to go. The synthesizer plays a longing sigh underneath the painted purple sky. I remember the songs we used to play, washing the cynical modern gray away. The innocence is a delicate, fragile glass, watching the heavy, cruel hours pass. But in my mind, the tape is running back to our absolute favorite beautiful track.
sanctuary in my coat, a beautiful lifeboat that would always float. I put the foam headphones over my ears and washed away all the invisible fears. The analog ribbon started to spin, and that is where the magic would begin. Back when the music held my trembling hand and guided me safely through the barren land. When the music held me tight and secure, the only medicine that was totally pure. A symphony acting as a heavy shield until my quiet analog heart was healed. The synthesizer hums a gentle sweet drum, reminding me that I wasn't alone. The singer was whispering my exact pain like a quiet umbrella in the sudden rain. I didn't need the popular kids to care. I was walking upon the electric air, a pocket-sized heaven running on batteries, bringing my restless anxiety to its knees. Now I'm older and the world is still loud. I still get lost inside the cynical crowd, but I know exactly where I need to go when the heavy rivers of the sorrow flow. Back when the music held my trembling hand and guided me safely through the barren land. When the music held me tight and secure, the only medicine that was totally pure. A symphony acting as a heavy shield until my quiet analog heart was healed. Held my hand, held my hand, held my hand. We've played 100 tracks upon this tape, a beautiful, long, and wonderful escape. We've driven through the neon and the pouring rain. We've washed away the shadows and the pain. From the very first hello in the midnight glow to the quietest secrets that we both know, we built a universe from the analog dust, a monument to patience and a perfect trust. The frequency is tuned to the absolute high. We're floating untethered in the purple sky. The cynical world is a distant muted hum. We're marching to needs to be said. A vintage devotion that will never decay. I'm anchoring my soul to you today, and I will never let go. Through the end of time, I'll hold on to this perfect vintage rhyme. Never let go. When the stars burn out, erasing every single heavy dime. We've written a story, but the gods will read. You are the only oxygen I'll ever need. Never let go. Never let go. I will always
The clock is ticking on the bedside stand. I'm holding on to magic in my hand. The world is spinning in a slow-mo blur. Everything is softer than it were. Can you hear the rhythm in the dark? Every heart beats like a tiny spark, connecting us through the digital air. I can feel your presence everywhere. It's a frequency, it's a soul to soul, something that we can't even control. Just close your eyes and let the feeling grow deeper than the shadows ever go. Anyone can feel it, the magic in the night, shining like a beacon of a neon light. Anyone can feel it, the pulse within the soul, losing all our senses, losing all control. Just feel it. Yeah, feel it. Soft reflections on the window pane, washing all the worries down the drain. We're floating in a sea of velvet blue, doing all the things we love to do. No more pressure, no more heavy heart. We're a masterpiece, a work of art, wrapped in layers of a synthwave dream, floating down a peaceful digital stream.
reach my arm to see if I'm awake, or floating on a painted silver lake. The colors in the room are much too bright, bathing in a soft celestial light. You're sitting by the window in the chair, the neon city reflecting in your hair. I've read about this in the storybooks, the magic hidden in the quiet looks. The gravity is completely fading out, erasing every single heavy doubt. I'm terrified to blink or look away, in case this beautiful illusion turns to gray. I never thought it could feel this real, a vintage magic that the heart can steal. Feels this real, like a sudden spark, guiding me safely out of the dark. No glitch in the system, no digital seam. I'm completely awake inside of a dream. We don't need to speak to break the spell. I know the quiet language incredibly well. Your fingers trace a pattern on my hand, the only map I'll ever understand. The synthesizer hums a steady tone, reminding me I'll never be alone. A perfect harmony, a flawless design. Your analog spirit tangled up with mine. Let the universe pause the ticking clock. I'm turning the key in the heavy lock. I'm staying right here in the violet glow, with absolutely nowhere else to go. I never thought it could feel this real, a vintage magic that the heart can steal. Feels this real, like a sudden spark, guiding me safely out of the dark. No glitch in the system, no digital seam. I'm completely awake inside of a dream. Feels this real, feels this real.
I told myself I'd never fall so deep. I told myself I'd get some decent sleep. But here I am at 2:15, writing another little song for you. My friends all smile and shake their heads at me, saying I'm lost out on the open sea. I'm breaking every rule I ever wrote, just to keep this little dream afloat. I used to be a cynic in the dark, guarding the borders of my quiet heart, but you walked in with your magic. simple little smile can make this crazy journey all worthwhile. Let them stare, I'm floating higher than the atmosphere. When love is real, it rewrites all the code and takes you down a brand new golden road. I'm a fool for love, and I don't even care. Breathe in the magic in the midnight air. A fool for love, caught in the neon light, surrendering my logic to the night. I gladly wear the crown of the insane, dancing with you in the purple rain. Fool for love, and I'm proud to be. Fool for love, you and me. The latch clicks shut, the echo fades. I'm standing alone in the morning shades. The coffee cup still has a ring of heat, a ghost of your presence, soft and sweet. I look at the space where you just stood, a temporary statue in the analog wood. The air in the room is suddenly thin, and the quiet isolation starts to begin. You leave a trail of magic in the air, a lingering perfume that is resting there. But the moment that you step outside the frame, the picture is simply never the same. When you walk away, the colors bleed. You take the very oxygen I need. When you walk away, the gravity drops, and the steady rhythm of the morning stops. I'm floating in an empty velvet space, waiting for the sun to bring back your face. I watch from the window as you cross the street, a beautiful rhythm in your walking feet. You turn the corner and you disappear, leaving me stranded with the static here. The hours stretch into an endless line until your hand is back inside of mine. A vintage devotion, quiet and deep, a beautiful promise that I'm gonna keep. It's a bittersweet ache, a gentle pain, waiting for the flower in the summer rain. I'll count the seconds on the glowing dial until I see the comfort of your smile. make you fade.
Gathered all the pieces of my broken past, the faded Polaroids that didn't last. I put them in a box and closed the lid, leaving behind the foolish things I did. I used to wander with a guarded soul, trying to keep myself in strict control. But standing here beneath the amber light, I'm dropping all my heavy shields tonight. The static clears, the frequency is strong. I finally know exactly where I belong. I'm sweeping all the cynical dust away to make a quiet space for you to stay. I'm giving it all for you, every single part, the deepest corners of my analog heart, all for you, through the neon and the gray. I promise I will never walk away. No hidden motives and no careful lines. I'm trusting in the universe's signs. We don't need a grand cinematic scene or playing out a script on a movie screen. I'll bring you coffee in the morning chill and keep the chaotic world incredibly still. I'll be the umbrella when the weather's rough, when trying your hardest just isn't enough. A vintage loyalty, steady and deep, a beautiful promise I am